Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks. I'm Joann Nosuchinsky, who you may know from Red Eye or as Miss New York, USA 2013. I'll be filling in this week for Geno, whose throat has given out on him. It usually does. Thank God my throat never gave out on me, or you wouldn't know me from Red Eye or as Miss New York, USA 2013. What? Anyway, speaking of things that do not suck, that would actually be Geno's picks the past 5 weeks, as after his 4-1 week 17, I don't know what that means. Geno is an impressive 19-6 over that period for a 76% record against the spread. And that brings him to 37-46-5 on the year ending his season at 46%. But there is plenty of time to get into the black, which I always like to do. Oh shit, I'm screwing up your read. Something I never did, despite the fact that I did have a recurring role on CW series Gotham. This is fun. But enough about my credits. Let's get to the picks. The Colts are getting 1 from the Texans in Houston. Sure, it's easy to focus on the fact that the Texans have the most dynamic quarterback in the league in Deshaun Watson. But you know who isn't flashy? Andrew Luck, who not only plays behind one of the best defensive lines I've ever seen, well, until I read that hacky open, but also has the best playmaker on defense in the league in rookie Darius Leonard. And if you're wondering where you've heard that name before, it was 2 seconds ago when the guy next to you yelled, "Who the fuck is Darius Leonard?" Kidding, you're watching Geno's Picks. I'm sure you are alone except for that bottle of whiskey and or pills. But you probably never heard of Leonard because he is a rookie who won his second Defensive Player of the Week award, coming up huge in on Sunday night's winner-take-all victory over the Titans that put them in the playoff. You probably also didn't know that Leonard is the only player in the NFL since 1982, when sacks became an official statistic, to win a season with at least 160 tackles, 7.0 sacks, and 2 interceptions. Of course you didn't! Which is why Vegas is counting. Because you're focusing on Deshaun Watson. Keep doing that, dummy. Mama's taking the horsies, getting 1 point, or as I like to call one-pointed horsies, unicorns. And who the fuck would be dumb enough to bet against them? The Seahawks are getting 1.5 from the Cowboys. The Cowboys may have arguably the best running back in the NFL in Ezekiel Elliott, but there is no arguing the Seahawks have the best running game in the league. And look for them to pound the ball down the throat of Dallas all day and control the clock.
Oh, but Joann, the Cowboys won their division with the best record in the NFC East.
Is that really something to brag about? Being better than teams like the Giants and Redskins? That would be like me and Bill saying we have the most intelligent morning show on the network. Not sure if that was the episode where we were doing rhinoceros knock-knock jokes, or Berg dressed like Hillary Clinton and farted for 10 straight minutes. If you still don't get the metaphor, I'll explain. The Seahawks are like the morning show. That's where the smart money is. And the Cowboys are like in hot water. Only idiots would call them a favorite. Go Hawks and take the 1.5 points. Chargers are getting 3 from the Ravens in Baltimore. Hottest team in all of the NFL would have to be the Baltimore Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson, who enters the postseason with a 6-1 record as a starter. And yes, one of those wins was just 2 weeks ago when he beat the same Chargers team in Los Angeles. So the Ravens have got to like this matchup 2 weeks later in Baltimore. Unless you realize 2 things. 1, that the Chargers will be the first team that gets to face Jackson twice. And if they studied their film and not the short film both Geno and I appeared in last year entitled Anything Boys Can Do, wink, not to be confused with the film I did in college entitled You Can Do Anything Boys, double wink, which I may have to brag about a lot longer. Okay, no, where was I? Yeah, the Chargers. Okay, they will get to study game tape of Jackson, and if defensive coordinator Gus Bradley does his job, he will be able to stop Jackson. And 2, the Chargers would rather be on the road as they come into this game with a 7-1 record on the road, and that one loss was actually in LA against the Rams. My point? The Chargers couldn't ask for a better matchup. Take the bolts and lay the tray! The Eagles are getting 6 from the Bears in the Windy City. 6? Sure, it's the name of one of the cutest cats in the world, but that line is ridiculous. In fact, the last time a line that ridiculous came out of Chicago, my morning co-host Bill ran home to fill a prescription. Also, fun fact, the name Windy City has nothing to do with the wind that constantly blows off Lake Michigan or the blow Geno and my Chicago-raised co-host are known for. Nope. It comes from the windbag politicians that made the city famous. Yeah, that nickname came about in the 1920s, which, interestingly enough, was the last time the Bears didn't blow. The Eagles come in as the hottest team in the NFC as the Bears continue to do it with mirrors. And as a hot chick who has spent time in front of a few mirrors, I can assure you, take the Eagles and the points you're getting. Eagles +6! Is that it?